Hey, Matt Bradley-Tschirgi here again, trying to stream this Hollywood Animal game, trying to get this sucker to work. See how it goes. This guy's working there for a second, except it's not. Go back to this. Ah, okay, here we go. Got it working. Thanks. Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, this is Matt Bradley-Tschirgi playing this game, Hollywood Animal, a simulation of running a studio. I had to play with some settings in OBS to get it working. It's been a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the chat. I'll try to address it. I'll be doing this for about an hour. And I'm loading a save game here. And what we're doing here in the game is it's at the end of the year in the game time in 1930. You start, in 1929, so right before the Great Depression. And we got one film we're working on. So let me explain what some of this stuff means. There's a lot of facts and figures. This game is on Steam, called Hollywood Animal Early Access, so it's not completely finished, but it's pretty damn playable in my book. So this is like how much money is in the studio. We'll probably have to die and start over or something. This here is showing in pre-production, production, and post-production. So let's take a look at our movie that we're working on, The Amber Tear. And when we do that, what do we see here? We are waiting on an actor to add, and we're gonna act this Raphael guy, and we can start making the movie. So you do stuff like the cast and the producers and stuff. We've done all that, which is great. And this is showing the script was developed to be 5.1 and entertainment and kind of a word value. So we're going to confirm. Seal of approval. That nice stamp sound effect is. If this sounds too loud in the game, let me know. And we're going. And here. So we can see here there's things in the building, construction stuff we should do. And we can do, a story workshop. We can see what that is, right? Put it like here. Make it by, get it built good so the building stays in shape. This game, if anything, it throws kind of too much at you, I would say. So, yeah, reputation. We have a bad reputation for sucking up for the mayor. This game gives you choices, and this is one of these things where if your movie is profitable, you get better reputation, but then you get are you going to help out basically like gangsters or the mafia, that sort of thing, or political bribery or whatever. So this is sort of saying we got grace points, but we lose reputation. So every action has a consequence. That's really something here in this game. It says the reputation has gone on the red. Maybe we're going to get a game over. If we don't fix this, opportunities become unavailable. Okay. So where this is normal speed, you can go to kind of like ludicrous speed here. And we should probably be developing, let's do another building and develop another script. So we're doing story workshop was one, and it was showing something else I think was available. Sets and props, I think, right? Yeah, start construction. So we will put it here. Why is it unavailable? That's okay. Let's do this. Big old construction project. We can zoom out here and kind of see where everything is right on the studio lot, which is cool. But we want to go and find script department, and to zoom out is pretty 15 stuff requiring attention as different actors or directors that we don't have doing things at the moment. So we're going to probably get another film going. And what's in the script department? Let's go over there and take a look. Yeah, so let's do that. The interface is a little bit fussy, but so be it. So we are going to go and look at, they seem to forget how to do this here. We want to do scripts, right? Yeah. So go into scripts or ideas, I think, right? That's kind of the cheapest way to develop something. So we have, you can just buy scripts, I think. And this, you know, why don't we spend money for this good script? This is like a knight in shining armor, and it's an action film. So great, let's do this. Purchase and begin production. So it's either you develop it yourself, you don't really pay as much for it, or you purchase and you can do a script. So cinematographer, and these are people that we can pick from, and to add people to the payroll, you can go into staff. I mean, this really is like a business, a robust business simulation, this Hollywood Animal game. My name of my studio is Ultimate Perfection Studios, and we're going to pick this guy. And these people have like crappy stats, but that gets better in the game as you go on. We can't really, we're trying to upgrade the sound stage, so we don't have that, so we're going to have to film on location. And we can only pick 1-star things because of, you know, stuff we have to build and upgrade trees and so forth. So we can see here, you know, this kind of, it's an action movie. It's set in a modern American town, so it's not a period piece. That means the budget's probably a bit lower. We can see so far it's going to cost $64,000, and pre-production will take. Filming technology, you know, we don't have the latest stuff. Why is that? Because we need to build something else they don't know how to build. So we're using old school stuff that kind of breaks down, and mono sound, extras, action. Let's do a lot of extras. Costume and crew. You want plenty of crew in case, you know, stuff goes bad. You can choose to cheap out if you want. That's fine. And producers, who do we have here? We'll use this. I see, we got these people expiring, so we want to expend this guy's contract, so we get to negotiate one of the many kind of sub games here. And you can do this to say, I'm going to pay him at least, you know, 7,000 more. We'll just up it to like 7,500, sweeten the pot. We don't need to, I guess, but there we go. They're shaking hands, making deals. This director. It's like, what actors do you have available, right? And if not, you can hire more. And we don't have anybody available, which stinks. So we can either wait for the current film to finish or not. Or we can go into casting, right, and hire someone. So we will close this at the moment. And where is casting? Pre-production. What do we have here? So this is showing in the financial year results. This is year 2 of me playing the game in game time. We had an income of $4.1 million, had expenses of $7 million, so we lost $3 million, and we're not taxed quite yet, but we will be, so that's not great. Need to bring in some money, man. None of our movies were in the top 10 of the year. None of them were critical acclaim, nor were they fan favorites, so we really didn't do very good. None of the films were successful. Nice. Technologies. We can upgrade this, right? So why don't we do that? Oh, I see. You can upgrade this existing technology or do something different. Same with this. We can upgrade what we have at least. So practicality means it'll speed up shooting. Economy is cheaper, and quality. So we want to save costs, so we'll do this and improve the sound on the old sound system. So we can see an overhead of these pictures we're doing, right? We don't have actor, right? So if we want to build casting offices, we would look here. And we cannot build casting. And this is what I mean with the tech tree stuff, right? Because there's a lot of these buildings, it's not really obvious what you need to do to upgrade things and so forth. Why don't we build like this services building? Could be nice. This is going to take a lot of things. We don't have the space to build it. Boo-hoo. All right. Let's see, employee loyalty is right in the middle. How do I get more actors? Let's see, this is done with pre-production, so we'll check out this one. after pre-production, the movie got kind of worse because we don't have the best camera people or equipment. And the pre-production results are, the acting looks like it'll be good. How many days a week? If we do 7 days a week, is that gonna, nah, that'll piss people off. Be 16-hour days. Just leave it there, seems fine. Don't have the option to do second unit. We'll add security guy on the staff in case stuff gets screwy. We can help deal with the actors. So, this is something, right, with distribution. This is like when you are doing your stats. You can get these perks, essentially, of, they call them tricks. You'll see when the movie gets to post-production. You can raise awareness on the film, and I'm choosing charitable as kind of the thing, but you can pick other things as well. And we're developing more scripts, which is great. Which can, sometimes it will make the script the same. I guess sometimes it can make it worse. But in this case, we couldn't really do anything with it. So, all right. So what's with this? So we're behind schedules. And it's going to take, a few months to film. So let's speed things up and see where it goes. And I'm kind of curious with this, can we cast one more person or not? We can't because they're all busy. How do I add more people? That's a question, right? So this other film we can't do anything with. Why don't we just cancel it then and do the other one? We can just do that, right? Let's just delete it. Yep. We'll cancel pre-production, and we'll put into production a different script that is better, the one that got real high scores, right? So which one is it? So we got our scripts that we have, and we'll do It Happened With Someone Else. This is rated very high as an 8. And we'll just cast this instead with the same kind of people, right? So all has to be on location. I wish it would choose by defect something for location quality, but it's not going to happen. So, all right. Filming technology. Got this. Same old, same old. Plenty of crew. Don't need that many. Yeah, I don't think we'll do that many extras. Producer. Right. So we'll do Vincent, David. Adventurer tend to be young, and the murderer will be old. And yeah, we got enough cast to get this one started, so let's get cooking. Confirmation. Start the damn project. So like I said, some of it's waiting, but they'll interrupt with like side quest and stuff like this, or it's like, oh, we constructed something. So we can make our own story now, which you couldn't do at the beginning. And instead of kind of picking ad hoc different stories, we can make a name, we can pick, you basically unlock different genres and things. So that's cool. So we will call this, we're supposed to do one that's like about supporting drinking or something. So we'll go like Beer, the movie, right? This will be a drama. Or you can have 50-50 or whatever. But we can do a drama set in a modern American town. So you get to, again, more of these things unlock. Not every film needs an antagonist, which is true. You need a protagonist, a hero. Who are we going to have here? We're going to have a working man. And the themes is like the important thing, right? Alcohol, the spirit of freedom is what the thing has to be. And we can pick another theme as well. where it's a jousting tournament. Um, maybe it's like winning the beloved with the finale that. So I like these like loosely how you plot a movie, and some people actually plot movies with kind of cards like this, right? Where the antagonist repents. And so the antagonist in this is going to be not a, not a monster, evil witch, really. It'll be like a mastermind, right? And we're going to select the writer out of our staff of people. This is a drama. None of these people do dramas. So we'll give it to this guy that's rated the highest, I guess. Great. And I like these kind of stylized graphics, right? Of how all this stuff works. So we can see we're cooking with some gas here. And now these are kind of the side quest things. They're a bit heavy on the text, I think, but it gets the idea that you can make ethical decisions that can help or hurt you. But with the game being called Hollywood Animal, it wants to sort of encourage you to kind of do bad stuff. But if you get caught, you got to do either pay people off or you pay fines or whatever. Which comes out of your studio budget. So this guy says, I'd like to begin our acquaintance with a confession. I cheated on my first law exam. Yes, I graduated first in my class from the university, but I'm not one to pack my office with books just to look clever. I know them by heart anyway. Then why do you think I'd cheat? Come to think of it, it's very American, isn't it? Our democracy, is built on lies and blood. There is no other way. I'm sure you yourself have a similar story. A businessman can account for every million except the first, right? But you and I have the strength to grow above ourselves. The same can't be said of many of our officials, and the mayor is no exception. Carpenter embodies everything that America needs to give up. Theft, fraud. Long story short, he wants to make a movie based on his life, and you can say we want to make it or not. I'm going to say no because we agreed to a few other things. So, and we can see these are kind of, make a movie with the story element, Spirit of Freedom, within 2 years, which is what we're doing with this. We should probably develop another film that's like a cop film. So it talks about there's like a bloody Saturday Western and there's censorship against Westerns. So there you go. And we've upgraded distribution marketing, right? So we completed part of this, but if we go here, right, we can do things like theater management, which means what? Where you can buy and sell cinemas. Some of it is like a bit too much in the weeds, man, but we want to upgrade analytics and statistics. That should help. Meanwhile, we're under $1 million. That's not great. Oh, what's with this? We need to see this here. Happened with someone else. And because we got, no good Nicks doing the movie, it's still above average for what the studio does. So, yeah, let's start production. We've got 2 movies in production. We cannot add security. You only got 1 dude. So, yeah, let's go. Hopefully we'll make some money here. And in the script building, I want to develop another script. So we'll go to script department. And we want to do story workshop, right? So we're going to make another idea. And this other one is like so check out what it is before you do it, right? What's this side quest here? Heroes in uniform is a story element. Okay, great. And if you don't do the side quest stuff, you either get penalized. So if we look at, look at the beer, the movie. So far we have spent how much? The screenwriter's leveled up, so he gets more skills. Gets more expensive too, probably. So the scripts rating are higher than the writer's score because of how well these things. Yeah, this is kind of like the game maker simulator games, right? Where depending on if you do matching categories, you get kind of a boost in your stats here and how the thing does. We're going to send to a script doctor, and for $20,000, see how it goes. I'm going to polish that up. And we're going to go here and do what we were doing before. Ideas, story workshop. It's more fun to make your own, right? So this would be called One Good Cop. This needs to have something here. Hold on, checking my phone. Cool. So I can do this for about another half hour or so. Yeah, so this will be like an action movie, action thriller maybe, right? Set in a modern American city. That's a police movie. The themes will be heroes in uniform. I'm going to add another theme to it. Prison break, sure, right. And a finale where a hostage gets rescued. Can we add a third theme? Sure, shootout, right? So we got the maximum story elements. Protagonist will be a cop. Cannot have an antagonist, okay. Alright. There we go. And we'll do, have the comedy guy do it. Bit different. So we will continue to move these things forward. We'll at least get to see one of these get released. I'll have to wrap this up there. So this is saying the producer wants to do things, and that's fine. So we gotta negotiate yet again. That's how this works, right? It's ultimate perfection, right? So we'll do round it up to. And can you add anything special to the offer to tip the scale? Sometimes it'll be things like we can reveal they've had an affair and hold that over them. And so this is, another minor quest. It talks about this wandering Malcolm guy. He says he'll sell the script for $1,000. So why don't we see what it is? And it seems like a pretty cool script. So we can start it. I'm going to have, a lot of films just going through the station will do. Can do better costumes, right? That's cool. Plenty of crew, a lot of extras. And we got producers and directors free, and actresses free, and an actor free. I'll do this guy. But we can't because they're filming, so we gotta wait. We're not gonna give him rest. We give him rest other times. Screw you, buddy. Oh, here's this. So now we move on to post-production, right? Just some people can't level up any further, which makes sense. Alright. Now, we're going into post-production. So we had similar kind of interface, right? Editor, composer, Novak Limited, be orchestra. Let's do it at the studio. Start post. We can let the screenwriter take some time off, and this increases their happiness. They don't have to, but it's a good option. So we can see that Beer the movie we couldn't punch up, which is okay. So if we do this, I'm just curious, can we add another actor? No, not yet. The movie is not done yet, so okay, we'll have to wait. There is a way to hire actors, I just don't remember how. So the director has gone blind due to stress. I don't see the problem. Let him rest. The producer will look after him, I guess. So speed things up. We can see, it's day and night cycle. Get these kind of Illuminati points for certain side quest stuff. We do not want to give him a 2-week vacation. He's really unhappy, but here. So now this will go. And I'll do this stuff again, right? So you get the idea. Sound recording. Start post. And we're really in a bad spot here. I'm gonna release this movie. These posters look cool with the outline stuff, right? Now this is the distribution, the release of it. Now I get to set the advertising right. Advertising unavailable. Okay, let's put it without ads. Why? Because we can't afford it? Guess we'll try running without ads and see how it does. And add a trick, and this is the stuff, like wedding appearance. We can't do it, I guess, because our money, I'm not sure why. So now we're in the hole. Terrible reputation. We have 90 days to get the studio balance above 0. Same kind of thing for this. It happened with someone else. What's going to happen? Now this advertising, we can go like from here to here. Why is advertising unavailable? That's what... See, some of this stuff just isn't quite clear. Maybe just because our money is so shit. That's probably why. Add a trick of... And it won't let us do any tricks, so okay. We'll see how this goes. Curious, can we hire that actor? We can. So we'll start production going further in the hole. So we can see the days until the movie releases. The trick worked, so we're getting some press. Good. We're almost 2 million in the hole. That's not great. The Amber Tear, we're going to release the film. It's rated a C. It got a 1-star review in the press. 2 stars there. And 1 star. Okay. Alright. We're gonna bring some money in. Not much, though. And then you get to see whether you want to pull it after 4 weeks, which I do. Well, it's unprofitable. God, we're really doing bad. It happened to someone else. This was a really good script, and it got down to, like, half the score. But it's above 5, 2 stars. Not too bad. Chris Tucker a little too, okay. Speed up some of those points. This other movie is what? That still lets us keep going. So we get to see the game over at least. The world of cinema moves on without you. Okay, I depart in shame. It's just gonna kick us to the main menu. And it does. That's not a great... They should have more pop and circumstance with that. It is in early access. There's a quick look we took at Hollywood Animal. If you like what you see, please give me a follow on here and subscribe and share the links. And I'll be trying to do some more streaming later. I know it's been a while. Thanks.